Disclaimer, the majority of stuff in this video is a joke, so I'm sorry if I offend anyone, any person in this video. This is just improvised. These are just my predictions, peeps. Just fun and games. This is not official. It's just fun and games, okay? Disclaimer out of the way. Let's get into the video. Anyway, ever seen the movie Tomorrowland? Because we are traveling forward in time to the 2060s to see what prison life may be like. These are just my predictions. We'll have a non-fiction side. We'll have a fiction side. We'll have all different areas of what it would look like. My silly ideas, my silly improvised ideas versus your peeps' ideas of what it will actually be like.
I didn't think you wanted to talk to me, to be honest. The first prediction is, you know your virtual reality headsets that literally everyone owns nowadays, that you play your gorilla game on, where you do monkey, monkey, monkey. Hopefully this doesn't happen. This is a negative, okay? I didn't say they were pros and cons, but people get locked in a headset, chained, and become slaves to humanity. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I'm guessing it's not gonna happen, but if it does, that's just bad news, peeps.
Yet, Gym Jammers, if that did happen, it would probably result in tons of teams like the Squid Games. Sorry, I've been watching season 2, it's so good. Rolling in to the vents like FNAF security breach and just venting the whole place with explosives. Let's just hope it's not on an island. Just don't do bad things, or I guess you're doomed. Either way. Let's just say don't do anything morally insane. I wouldn't personally do. And don't rob a bank or anything like that. Just don't do anything illegal and you're all good. Okay, let's put this poll in my Discord.
I'm about to post it, boss.
Now this is where the waiting game is your best friend. Waiting and waiting struck me like a sore thumb. The majority said no yet. Lucky for you, at least we know who's the imposter, the sus one among us, because someone said yes. I'm not gonna say who, but I see you're watching this. If you want to survive, it may be useful to just click away. Or maybe it'll just end with them hiding a chemical in their food or throwing smoke bombs in their room while they're asleep. Why, you may be asking? To make them follow every order, because prison isn't right without rules. And comment down below what you think I would go to prison for, because I'm not planning on it, but if I, in a metaphorical different Earth universe did, what do you think it would be for? Because I'm probably the nicest person I could meet, but that's probably just adding to my ego, so stop talking. In simple words, I'd like to think of prison for school for life. So don't go there if you don't want to be in school for the rest of your life. By the way, Jim's closing in on 200 subscribers, so consider subscribing. 200! May seem like a small amount to some, but to me, that is an unfathomable amount of subscribers. Squid pal, ha ha ha. You better not timestamp this or clip this. You know, when people normally get one strike of success, it normally just ends in them just wanting more and more. Just appreciate what you have, peeps. I'm so appreciative of every single one of you peeps, because I know I've built a community that watches me for me and for the puppets, of course. Without the puppets, I'm gonna get this legal document fixed soon, okay, peeps? It's definitely not because I'm too tired to play with puppets. But the smoke bombs, to act it out, will work a bit like this in a choreograph. Okay, are they ready? Looks like it'll cost you an arm and a leg, but is this all worth it? What's this even for?
Zip it, Pape.
You did read the NDA, didn't you? The non-disclosure agreement. I always have to affiliate myself with the bad ones. Make acquisitions that don't even matter. My parents will be disappointed. So that's why you never played catch with me.
Sorry, sir. You thought that would work on me?
Note, it doesn't work on Jim Jam if you have one randomly lying around, okay? He's bonded to my personality. I'm not a weakling like Todd set me up to be. Make one move, Todd. Using my name in vain. From a realistic standpoint, the majority of prisons are great. I like the fact that the prison officers, the policemen, all the hard work into keeping it a safe environment. They're in a healthy place where let's just hope nothing like the movies happens, which is very unlikely. I'm guessing. And also thank you so much to the policemen who are devoting all of their lives to save ours. Now that we've gone to the comedy standpoint, let's go into the realistic standpoint that could actually happen, but I'm probably going to be completely wrong here. So everyone, they can choose to have a role. This may not be in every prison, but in a lot of the prisons, everyone has a job. Everyone has a role. So some people make stuff to sell, but I'm not sure if they get the profits. I'm pretty sure it helps the prison to run, etc. Maybe they do get the profits and it gives them a better meal, but it is a job, okay? They're still working in the prison, gaining valuable skills. So when the time blossoms for them to come out, they're actually like blessed for the world when they go out. So I'm not sure if they score prisoners by digits or numbers to allocate them to their rooms, or maybe their names. I'm guessing their names. But if it's numbers or names, you can come up with a better system. To make everyone feel equal, it would be quite nice to have different parties, different organizations, different groups of prisoners. They can choose their groups, okay, but they have to stick with them. If they have any arguments, to teach them a few life skills. They have to overcome difficult people and genuinely have an in-between time at the prison. You don't want to get them too nice, too used to good things. They may have been in the wrong, but at the same time, by treating everyone equal and them having parties, I'm not called by parties so you know who's missing, and so you have the names allocated underneath the parties, opposed to the individual name. So everyone's in a different group per se. Where is everyone? There is. So if there's a fire in the building and they have to quickly evacuate they have to evacuate every single person from the prison, not exactly just into the courtyard because there may be a fire or fire hazards, then it's much easier to get into groups in different lines and sections.
What are the things you do like?
So I'm glad you asked, Jim Jam, but since food is stale, it makes you appreciate what you had before you were there. And at the same time, we don't have any of that junk food in prison like KFC, McDonald's. Some people do calisthenics and become really buff when they come out of prison, mainly due to the reason of their diet. All the vitamin Ds, they probably have some technology, but not all the technology we have. Limitless outside, and you can't really get distracted with your phones because I'm not thinking about the escapists, okay? You have to fend on your own. Meaning all the expectations, everything you knew prior kind of gets diminished. Now onto the communal services / clubs. Personally, I'm guessing most of the clubs are consisting of stuff you would like to talk about / on your mind / you can kind of express. Kind of like therapy. But it would be great if the police guards and prisoners can converse. So I know it'll probably be a danger hazard for all the people that are policemen, but at the same time, the policemen are like in the real world, the real people. So maybe they can have sessions of like what they can change to like impact the prison, like sessions of like PowerPoints putting their case of stuff that needs to be changed, kind of like different roles like in school. I know, like eco team, like I think they need more stuff to do with the environment / climate change. So at the same time as learning all of these life skills, the prisoners actually have. So with this would mean they do climate change, global warming. All of these people coming out will not only come out as better people, but they will come out talking about all of these worldwide problems. Like, you know, like police dogs, even if it's just giving them a chance to play with insects, maybe possibly have their own pet, but make sure they are checked every week, every day, specifically in a deadline to check for harmful materials, assets, make sure you're taking care of it. And then there's like a leadership system, which is very fair for the prisoners. I know I'm kind of scoring this a video game, but each of these scores kind of acts as a like responsibility. All of these points that make up a person. What about a crash site? To let out all the feelings like go-karting track. Like, I know the government funds the prisons so they can afford it, but maybe a bit out of their budget. Well, this is just theoretical if it was a really nice prison, okay? A place, the cheap material, not very well sourced, yet they're in the prison, okay? To mainly give them something to put all of this pressure and anger and anxiety on, just so they don't feel like they're alone anymore. Because there's nothing worse, you know, when you get home from a bad day, you're really angry at your parents, you slam your door, you have something. Well, they aren't giving that. They'll probably get in trouble for that. So I'm guessing, even if it's the bubble wrap they get from their packaging, at least they're reusing, then grinding it in their machines. Make sure they're being resourceful at the same time as giving them something to do and not putting the bubble wrap to waste, as well as the true value of time. Anyway, I'm gonna get some other people's opinions. I don't know the real inside of a prison. So I'm gonna ask my friends of their predictions of what they think should come to a prison, because that's all I personally have, but they may have some different pointers. Last thing for me I have, sometimes visitors from a certain organization come into your school, teaching you something new that you didn't know. Well, I got a comment saying, well, executions, if someone stays in prison for more than 2 years, the public can decide which person. Next one is, I'll be in prison. I can make that happen. Please don't. What are you looking at? Welcome to the Mario Show. That was not real, peeps. But if you are curious for any reason, she's been locked in a padded room. I was crazy once. They locked me in a padded room. Still fiction. But I gotta tell you, we got a very juicy material here. I don't know what half of these words mean. Panopticon stretching high into the upper atmosphere. Every hour, a random cell goes dark and begins having lights rapidly flashed into it until the prisoner inside can no longer handle it. It's to scream and play him. Each floor is rigged with explosives, and the one security guard is Elon Musk's rotting body. Body kept alive and frozen as he controls his rusted mechanical body with his mind and seriously watches prisoners. Something like that, I don't know. I'm not evil, I was just born that way. No. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.